So in as much as we need doctors in our society, nurses, engineers, we also need a farmer who will always be there to produce crops that will sustain the lives of all these other professions.
I mean, a lot of people who are watching us currently do not know you. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Ono Hamabelos. I am a graduate from Department of Fisheries, University of Port Harcourt, and I'm also a farmer.
What's your story? Why agriculture?
So I never wanted to practice agriculture, but on the long run I got employed to work as a supervisor in the poultry farm, and that was where my interest grew. So majority of the things I do in the farm is just to supervise things happening in the farm activities, both taking inventories of farm inputs and all that. So while doing that, my major work is mostly maybe in the morning. In fact, whenever anything happens in the farm, you understand. So majority of the time now, I'm always sleeping. Due to that, I used to have issues with my boss because I was sleeping during work hours. So I started thinking of what to do physically, not online this time around, to make me to be active, not to be sleeping in the afternoon. So I had to get, I participated in a mentorship section of a man, Mr. Kingsley, made the global PK, and after his words of encouragement, talking about we being so comfortable, being in our comfort zone and all that, I had to start thinking of what to do. And what I also want to do would actually solve a societal problem. Then I now looked at it now. In the aspect of agriculture, a lot of young people are not interested. What if I go into that by being a motivation to other youths who may be willing to, but they don't have anybody to motivate them? So my interest in agriculture started growing, not just agriculture, but crop production. So I started thinking of what to do, how to get information and all that. So I had to go online, Google. I did not do crop production in school. What I did was fisheries, basically aquaculture. But then I grew interest in crop production. So I started making research, watching YouTube videos. I got to understand that I can grow crops using sack bags. So the first action I took was to grow cucumber. Yes, it was from the knowledge I got from watching YouTube videos that I started growing cucumber. While I was growing cucumber, I actually encountered so many challenges because I had pest infestation, disease and all that. And I was not really getting the information I need to know about taking care of them and all that. So I had so many challenges. Some of the crops died. I didn't know anything about, seed selection, land preparation. I just got ignited in me. I just want to do something. Well, on the long run, while trying out all those things, I failed in cucumber farm using sack bag. While I was still on it, I got involved, or I say I got enrolled in a training, vegetable crop production training by Leverage Fresh Limited. Yes, in the training we are taught on how to grow tomatoes, which you can see. Yeah, we are taught on how to grow tomatoes, cucumber, watermelon, cabbage and bell pepper. But before then, I actually grew pepper, yeah, and onion too, using sack bags. I got enrolled in the program. That was in July. So I started growing my tomatoes from middle of July, between middle and ending of July. That was basically when I started growing my tomatoes.
Do you think it is a sustainable practice every household can practice?
Growing in a sack bag, growing crops in a sack bag is actually a sustainable practice that I would wish that every home would adopt. You know, we have spaces in our compounds. We have balconies that we don't do anything with. Don't we know that we can actually convert those space into somewhere that produce crop for us? Sack bag is not as difficult as even growing in the open space on a land, because of the fact that you can easily, you know, weed your crops. You can easily weed. A lot of benefits with growing in a sack. Although one of the challenges is just getting people to pull the topsoil for you, but then it's actually very sustainable, very sustainable. You can use not just only sack. You can use buckets. You can use those broken buckets that you want to dispose. You can convert them into something that grows crops for you. You can also use all those rice bags. When you buy rice, you throw them away. You can use that. Use containers, like a whole lot of things to grow crops for you, and they are very sustainable. Yeah, they are very sustainable, because of the fact that this sack now, if I burn them, it's going to, you know, add to air pollution, and that also affects our climate change. Do you understand? Even the containers I spoke about. So using them now to grow crops is turning waste into wealth, in the sense that you are converting it into something that will make more money for you.
Can you tell us something about agriculture that I think most people don't know about?
Agriculture is very profitable. That's basically, you know, one of the things that most people don't know. It is very profitable. Whether you are into livestock, aquaculture, crop production, even if you are into processing, packaging, everything concerning agriculture is very profitable, because of the fact that human beings, both livestock and animals, cannot actually survive without food. So the market is there. You just get the right people, get people who are going to help you scale up. You have the idea, you can meet people, investors who are willing to even invest in agriculture that will help you to upskill. So agriculture is very profitable, and there's a way that there are some persons that their cost of production is, how you can actually make money in agriculture is if your cost of production is lower than your total expenses. It's going to help you. It's going to be very profitable for you.
What were the major challenges you faced while starting?
Well, the main challenge I faced while starting is lack of knowledge. Like I said, I did not know my left from my right. I was just doing a whole lot of wrong things. But thank God for Leverage Fresh Limited. I don't know anything about crop, but I can beat my chest to say now that I can grow tomatoes comfortably without more challenges. So one of my major challenge was getting the right information and getting somebody to, you know, mentor me. And aside from that too, I also had challenge with getting the input, because here in Port Harcourt, a lot of people, in fact, majority of citizens of this place are not, would I even say, indigenous. So most persons are not really into agriculture. Getting the input was quite challenging for me, but by God's grace, I was able to, you know, get them and also using them too.
If people want to start up something like this in their homes or their farms, do you like offer consultation?
For anyone who will be trying to, you know, start up something like this and you don't know where to start from, I actually offer consultation. Based on my own experience, I started in June, July, August, September, we're in October now. I can tell you that I have experience in growing crops in a sack. So if you need my services, if you need me to put you through, I am always available.
I mean, some youths still believe agriculture is a poor man's work. What do you have to say concerning that?
I won't actually blame youths who are thinking that agriculture is for poor people, and that's because the whole problem started from knowledge that was instilled in them when they were small. Just like me too, when I was also little, I saw agriculture as I can never, I can't even try it. But based on my understanding of how agriculture is and what it entails and all that, I can beat my chest to tell you, though I've not gotten to that stage yet, but I can tell you that agriculture is $1 billion enterprise if it's being done the right way, using advanced techniques in farming. You make a whole lot of money. So agriculture is profitable. All I would tell them is that they should just be open-minded and learn. The world is tending towards agriculture now because food insecurity, especially in Nigeria, is on a very high side. And there is nothing you produce that people will not buy, so far you have the right people. Agriculture is profitable. Don't let anybody lie to you. Just like we have different professions in the community that makes a society now to be a working society. You cannot remove the place of a farmer in a society. Do you understand? So, in as much as we need doctors in our society, nurses, engineers, we also need a farmer who will always be there to produce crops that will sustain the lives of all these other professions. You understand? So agriculture is a whole lot, it's way beyond what we really think it is. It provides job opportunity for a lot of people. You might not really be somebody who produces the crops, but working together or being the middleman between the farmer and the consumers is a whole lot of opportunity for you. Let's say those that grow the crops in the north now, you go there and then you bring it down to Port Harcourt to sell to us. You'll be making your cool cash. So it's not like the way you think it is. It's very broad that talking about it, we're not going to go today. So just be open-minded and learn. When I started, I did not know that a whole lot of things are actually waiting for me.
Could you share a major milestone that has happened to you during your agriculture journey?
The 12th of August, I was a top winner of Oxfam Green Challenge Award, and I was given an award, yes.
We have our winner.
And that's because I was using what I have. We are taught about drip irrigation system. So look at it now. I was using what I have to actually grow my crops. Though I don't have the drip lines, but then that's what I basically use as my drip irrigation system. To tell you that without rainfall, whether there is rainfall or not, we can grow our crops in season and out of season. So I won the award. And aside from that, I'm currently the ambassador of Leverage Fresh Limited, the company that is teaching me how to grow my own crops. So these are basically the 2 milestones I have received this year, just this year alone that I just started, which how many months ago now? So it means that the more I keep going, more opportunities are waiting for me. And I want every other young person to also take up this challenge. Start thinking towards agriculture, because of the fact that our, other people who are actually producing crops for us that is sustaining us now are already getting tired. And we need new set of young people to come and join in the system so that together we can improve food security in Nigeria.
Do you think agriculture is the backbone of our economy?
Agriculture is actually going to be the backbone of our economy if we go back to where we came from. Before the discovery of crude oil, Nigeria was depending 100% on agriculture. But when we discovered crude oil, we just dumped it and we don't even want to invest in it anymore. So if we can go back to where we came from and how we started, we can see that if all African countries can go back and we start, doing agriculture the right way, it's literally going to boost our economy to the highest. In fact, there's not going to be any family that will be hungry, because then our country must have gotten to the stage of self-sufficiency in food security. We can also export our goods to other countries, and from there, exportation of food is actually a very profitable business. So it's going to boost our economy, reduce poverty to the bare minimum. So let's just go back to agriculture and do it the right way. And I bet us that Nigeria's economy is going to transform. Trust me.
For our young viewers who intend to go into the journey of agriculture but don't have the idea of what to go into, what piece of advice do you have for them?
For the young people who may be wanting to go into agriculture but they don't know what to do, the first thing I'll have to tell you is to seek mentorship. Look for somebody who is experienced, who has attained success in your area of interest in agriculture, so that he or she will mentor you. Attend free webinars, whether paid or free, just attend. Even seminars, conferences about agriculture, attend. Get the right knowledge before you start. Because if you want to start based on impulse, I bet you that you are going to fail. And also, don't forget to collaborate with like-minded individuals. Look for people who are already doing what you're doing, so that from their own experience you will learn. Agriculture is not a one-man store, because only you alone cannot solve problem of food insecurity. It's a connection of different people's efforts. So don't be selfish. Don't do things your own way, especially when you're new into this sector. Just be open-minded and learn from people who are already far ahead of you. And aside from that, be determined. There is never any business you want to go into that you will not have challenges, especially when you are starting. So even when the challenges comes, just be determined to learn. Grab the knowledge. The knowledge is going to help you for a very long time. So grab the knowledge. Be determined. Don't allow the challenge to weigh you down. So be determined to learn this thing, to say, okay, yes, I want to learn this thing. I want to contribute to food security in Nigeria. I bet you that when you must have become successful, you won't even remember all those years of challenges, that those days you face challenges. Do you understand? So that's it. So seek mentorship, collaborate, be determined, be open-minded, be resilient, be focused. What you want to gain is not just any kind of knowledge. So be focused. If every home in Nigeria can have a home garden like mine, you will understand that food insecurity is going to reduce. Even if you want to say, okay, let's do subsistence agriculture, it may not be possible. It will be possible for you to grow all the crops, right? And me now, I am growing tomatoes. Let's say you are growing yam. At some point, you will need my tomatoes, isn't it? At some point, I'll also need your yam. So what is there? I buy your tomatoes, you buy my yam. So that's it. So if every home can own a home garden, it would help. It would contribute to food security.
I mean, if you were to change one thing in Africa in relation to agriculture, what would that be?
Even to change one thing concerning agriculture in Africa, I would change the bad and the wrong teaching we instill in the minds of our younger generation, because that has actually, it has done more harm than good to us. I would even want people who are already successful to begin to open our minds, especially the young ones, to give them the right knowledge, tell them that this thing that they are looking down on is actually very profitable. So if I have the capacity to change that in the whole of Africa, I would want the younger generation to see the beauty in agriculture and embrace it. Honestly, Because based on my research, the things I've been learning, I need to tell myself that if I knew these things since for a very long time, I would have started what I'm doing now. But it's not still make sure. But then what I'm trying to say is that if I have the power to change that nation, I'm going to do it.
Hey guys, we've come to the end of today's video. I'm sure you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video out, as the goal this year is to reach 10,000 subscribers. I know we can get there. It's possible with you guys' support. See you guys in the next video. Peace.